Yes, that's right. It's Sunday afternoon, which must mean that it's time for Show Us Your Cat on Joyrider TV. Yes, that's right. It's Joe here for Joyrider TV, back with episode 123 of Show Us Your Cat. Yes, that is also right. I'm coming to you from Langebaan, which is in South Africa, about 100 kilometers to the north of Cape Town. Show Us Your Cat is, of course, where we take a look around the world at your boats and where it is that you sail them. It would be absolutely great if you would like to get involved and show us your cat. All you need to do is send me some video, perhaps some photographs of your boat with a bit of a story about maybe when you got it, what you like to do with your boat, any significant work that you've done on the boat, things that you might think people would find interesting, and then we can feature you in an upcoming episode of Show Us Your Cat. Very exciting times. Yeah, so I'm here in Langebaan, which is an absolutely fantastic expanse of water and could probably be described as a sailor's paradise. This gets the southeasterly trade winds, which Cape Town is famous for, but the water is pretty flat because this is a really big lagoon. So as well as Show Us Your Cat, also ongoing, we've got the global speed stick competition. If you're lucky enough to be able to get out on the water, if you can take a GPS device with you, go out sailing, see how fast you can go, send me the results and I'll put you on the global speed stick leaderboard. All of the information for that, what you need to do, is in the description below, so check that out. So there is a Hobie 14 event going on here in Langebaan this weekend with some absolutely fantastic looking 14s appearing on the beach. But right now it is time for Show Us Your Cat, so let's jump in and take a look at what we're looking at in this week's Show Us Your Cat on Joyrider TV. We're starting off this week in southern Italy, in Marina di Chiuti, where we have Paul. Paul bought this Hobie 16 back in 1997. My best guess of the age of this 16, judging from the sale numbers, is around a 1987. And here's Paul with his son and his daughter back in the 90s, introducing them to the joys of what Hobie have to offer. Forward wind several years, and here's Paul with his son, now aged 15 and still very much into cat sailing. After some good coaching on the beach, here he is setting off for the first time, and he's really taken to giving it some serious beans, which is great fun, but it's an extremely nervous time for Paul, who has to watch him from the beach. But I think you'll agree, this is certainly looking quick. There's no safety cover available, and alone he certainly doesn't have enough weight to right the boat solo, but Paul put in some rules just to keep it as safe as possible. Keep within the zone, so that if there was to be a capsize, the boat gets blown back to the beach and Paul would run down the beach to help with the righting. Now, not to be outdone by his son, here's Paul showing some fine style out solo. And here's one for how do you get yours there. After a couple of years of disassembling at the end of every season, the pylons started to show signs of movement inside the hulls, so Paul had to find a different option for transportation. This certainly does the job. There's been a few major issues along the way, including a broken mast and a broken front beam. She's now in great shape again, having replaced the broken parts and fitting her with a new suit of sails. And here's Paul's daughter, now a little bit older, showing great technique on the helm. It's so great that everybody has kept sailing through the years and is still absolutely loving it. And here we are on board, heading out. This really does look like so much fun, sailing out through these waves. Here we are on an absolutely banging reach. It's a really nice reaching setup with the crew out on the wire behind the helm. Great for pushing the boat hard, especially in choppy conditions. Now, having swapped roles, Paul in the crewing position, perhaps pushing the boat a little bit too hard, resulting in a very stylish dismount and a classic pitch pole. At the end of the season, the trampoline and sails get a very thorough wash, but it's always a very sad time to have to put the boat away. Over the winter, Paul's planning a full service to his rudders. He's going to add some mast rake so that he can really get as much speed out of the boat as possible. He's also planning a trip to Vasiliki to work on the finer points of flat water speed sailing, ready to get out and hit some big speeds for the speed stick. I look forward to seeing you in Vasiliki, Paul, and thanks very much for sending us those great pictures and video of your absolutely cooking Hobie 16. Next, we're heading to Langebaan, which is just north of Cape Town in South Africa.
Yeah, hi, my name's Dave and this is Orlando, and this is our Hobie 16, which we're very proud to show it to you. We bought the Hobie when?
December 2021.
So last year we basically sailed it 3 times before really having a really bad experience or not doing so well in the Plettenberg Bay Regatta. And so we decided to come to Langebaan and to get a friend of ours from Greece who may or may not be known to Joyrider TV to come and help us out. This is a boat, it's a 2004 French Hobie. It's got 2015 European sails, as you can see from the colours, and the boat hasn't really been sailed for 3 years. It's been under covers outside. So when we got to it, it was really, I think, tacky. All the lines were stiff, so we basically replaced all the rigging, including the forestay and the shrouds. I think our biggest spend has been
the great reveal, the EPOs.
So we had carbon reinforced rudders, and we managed to get a pair of EPOs, and we think that's basically been our birthday, Christmas present and Easter present to each other. What are we trying to do with our Hobie? Well, I guess really just trying to have fun. That's the most important part. We both are a little bit competitive, so we've got a lot of work to do to maybe end up with a result that we'll be proud of, but we're here to enjoy ourselves.
And we're hoping to do the Nationals in Langebaan at the end of April this year, and then hopefully see whether we can get to the Worlds in September.
And the only way we're going to get there is by buying an entry and not qualifying, but we're going to try and just to learn.
This really is a very tidy 16. A few features that might be of interest. Firstly, this is the South African style traveller car. It's quite different to the European version. It's just a plastic slider with a plastic hinge with a hole in it where the rope goes through. And now this is a great idea for getting the rig tension just right. Tape on the jib halyard to mark the position against the numbers. So simple, but it really lets you know where you are. So thanks very much to Dave and Islander for showing us their great looking Hobie 16, and we really do wish them the best of luck in the South African Hobie Nationals, and then hopefully they will make it to the Worlds in Spain. So there we go. Thanks very much to everybody who's been getting involved with Show Us Your Cat, sending in the pictures of their fantastic boats. Yes, please do get involved, and I'll see you soon with some more on Joyrider TV. Thank you very much.